What's happening YouTube? Celibate Scotty, bearded monk. Back with another video. Just left the gym. Got a workout in the morning. I've been thinking about how I used to move a couple years ago, you know, when I weren't attached to no outcome, nothing to do with this physical life, only indulging in my spirit with every second of every day that I had, not caring about this physical. This physical will stress you out, man. Whether it's where your location is, where you live, the city you live in, people, the opposite sex, bank balances. Stressing out about stupidness, man. You know? And I think about how free I feel. But I just don't care, man. Being detached, you know what I mean? Just not caring about the outcome at all, man. I really couldn't give a damn about society and what people think and expect from me anyway. But you begin to feel real different when you just don't care. Like, I don't care, you know what I mean? There's so many things in this life physically, man, that can potentially hurt you. Things people can use as weapons against you. Things people can say, potentially. And the only way to fight all that, really, is to not be attached to anything, man. And for a man, it's like attachments are his weak point. Attached to his money, attached to his woman, attached to his kids, attached to the outcome of being called a failure. You didn't do this, you didn't do that, so you ain't this kind of man. Okay. Now, I've grown to respect, well, I've always have respected anyway, but I've grown to respect them. You know, them Indian man and like them Buddhist monks and them people, man. They just don't care about the shit everyone cares about. Just sit there and meditating, just going within, not really caring about the outside. That's fake anyway. We gotta learn to detach, man. From just completely unplug, you know? Completely unplug. You know what I think about certain times? Remember back in the day, like early 90s, early 2000s, you have phones, right? My 90s babies, you know what I'm talking about. You have a little phone and you could take the battery out. You could take the battery out of the phone, just turn it off. Out of reach. Now think about these iPhones, these Samsungs, these Androids. Bro, you can't turn these shits off. You might think you're turning them off because you press a little button and it says turn off. But them phones are always on, man. Like, that shit can't unplug. And it makes me think, like, why would they create a phone and you can't even detach the battery from it? And we get caught up so deeply into this trap of being attached to this BS, to people. People ain't shit, bro. These devices ain't shit. Like, I bought a PS5 like a long time ago, man. And I was sitting there in the gym thinking, oh, I haven't spent more than 20 hours playing that shit. Probably more than 10. I just use it for YouTube or Netflix or something. If I want to ease off my mind or study something. And I think to myself, what was the point, man? I'm telling you, man. The best times I ever felt in this life was when I just didn't give a damn about the outcome. Didn't care about what no one says about me. What no one thinks. And how I found happiness in myself, man. It's literally 10 weeks, 12 weeks since I've done anything sexual in that kind of way. Been around anyone to do anything sexually. 12 weeks of cold showers, minus 20-degree water, cold baths, constant working out. And I think about how much I've accomplished in that 12 weeks, man. And how unbreakable I've become. No, just straight 12 weeks of being a fucking savage, man. Just not paying attention to how I feel, really. Because when you're a man, your emotions betray you every damn time if you think like that. A big sense of accomplishment, I feel. That every time I wake up, my mind automatically just goes to, yeah, get in the shower. I don't even want it to be nowhere, nothing other than cold. You gotta ask yourself that question. How much of you would have really gone through with that every single time you had a shower? Come on, man. I ain't gonna sit here and give you some BS like I ain't thought about getting in a nice warm bath, a nice warm shower. I just can't do it, man. I feel like I'm cheating myself. Like I'm making myself purposely soft. Look at them Scandinavian, them Viking brothers. You try and go to where they live. You said you're gonna find you a nice hot bath, hot shower. Yeah, okay. Them man are straight ruthless for a reason. There's two things I really respect in this life, man. Outside of the Most High. It's wealth and straight savagery, man. I can't respect weak and poor. Just not built like that. This world won't respect you if you're weak, man, or if you're poor. You gotta have some wealth about you, some riches, or some straight savagery, or all of them together. Less is more, man. It really is. I feel like straight detaching from this puzzle / maze. King Solomon wrote it in Ecclesiastics, however you want to say it. If you go through that book of the Tanakh, the one word that keeps popping up is futile. It's futile. It's futile. It was futile. And you see how many things he said was pointless, man. And the only thing that made any sense to him, after all them years, after all that wisdom, was just having something nice to eat, praising the Most High, and finding something of your youth to lie down with or to be next to. So everything else was pointless, man. Especially going out there trying to make some money. Now, I ain't saying I'm not trying to be at my house on some not making no money stuff. I'm just simply paraphrasing. Going out there, sweating off his brows, trying to make this, trying to make that, trying to make that shake, trying to make this happen. It was pointless. That's how he felt anyway. The more you detach, the better you feel. Detach from the outcomes, people, opinions. You're in a place right now of want. Maybe some need. Still the same message, man. try and be the best version of yourself. And detach from this maze, man. Bearded monk.